Goodies! Welcome back to another playthrough of Tokyo Afterschool Summoners. We are going to be starting the story of Summer River Adventure. Let's go ahead and hop right in. Subtitle is something like Otherworldly Raging River Ramble. That's probably not it, but it is a mouthful. Otherworldly Raging River Ramble. Okay, I was close enough. But yeah, we are going to start off the story. I don't know who the cast of characters are besides the ones that are, rate up in the event, in the banner, but if there's anyone that I don't recognize their voice, we'll just have to do and improvise. So there is going to be only 3 parts to this playthrough, because I'm going to be covering episodes 1 and 2 for this first episode. Because it is like only a 1-parter for both the first episode as well as the prologue, so it should be short either way. Yo, Oddly, we are now initiating the story. Let's go out to the campgrounds where we can give Oguchi a thrust or two to his gut. Yo, Hinchan. I'm doing alright. It is 7 p.m. and I just had a stream at 11 a.m. yesterday, and tomorrow I'll be having a stream at 3 p.m. So I'm not sure what time you guys are comfortable with, but those are usually the times I most prefer for these different types of streams. 11 a.m. for first looks, 7 p.m. for stories, and 3 p.m. for discussions. That's just incidental because that's when everyone else is free, but it just happens to be 4 hours apart for everything, which I think is kind of interesting, coincidentally. Our city of Tokyo serves as an intersection of worlds, a hub of realms. Sometimes these worlds collide. Sometimes a specific spot in Tokyo under specific conditions syncs with the emotional scenery buried in a transient start. This is in reference to the very first collision of worlds with Embark, Summer Ocean Adventure, I believe. When it does, another world rears its head. Though Tokyo is closed off, a few of these other worlds enjoys a conditional existence within, scattered like miniature gardens. This is going to be a Valentine time warp. One of the conditions is transient regret. The pangs of their heart keep the connection to the other world in place. As for the other, canon? I think that does about it. Hey, boss, got the thing you wanted. You find who this? Psst. Ah, splendid. Take camp. Yeah. You want me to do what now at the nearby camp spot? Damn. Reception's bunked down here. Hello, boss? Ah, right. Gotcha. Exchange is over there. Got it. Now all I gotta do is hand this thing over. This job was easy, like Sunday morning. How about coming out of your hiding spot, pal? You a boy in blue? Boy in blue? Who this? Oguchi? Probably Oguchi. Right, he's a cadet, based on what the research person read about him. So maybe he's doing some sort of a sting operation right now. Yo, Orion. Please make lots of punchy jokes with Oguchi. I'll do my best. Glad you finally noticed me. And my apologies, friend, but I'm calling curtains on your little plan. This is Oguchi, I know it. The transient turns around to see a silhouette at the entrance of the cave, bathed in light from outside. Oh, it's Thunderbird. I'm completely wrong. I'm wrong! I take it you're the grave robbers everyone's gabbing about. Stealing sacred relics and like. Well, I won't have it. Here I am in the flesh, a true blue hero, right before your eyes. There's nothing blue about you. Where the hell does bird freak come from? Sorry, pal, old buddy. I ain't got time to join your little costume party. Quite the witty retort, friend. Unfortunately for you, I've got indisputable evidence of all your grave robbing. Tokyo's finest will be here before long, so how's about you and me enjoy us little square dance till then? Blue eyes, Thunderbird, variant confirmed. The grave robber takes aim at the surprise guest with his gun's secret artifact and lets it rip. Let it rip! Ooh, getting a little rowdy there. I think it's high time you got some punishment, baby. The masked transient twirls around, wings fluttering as he dodges the bullets. Centrifugal force propelling him, he lashes out with his whip. That whip. Don't tell me. You're that guy playing hero my buddies told me about. Your name? It was... Thunderbird. If you're already acquainted with my name, I'm sure you know what happens to villains you cross paths with too. So if you don't want your face rearranged, baby, I suggest you put that relic back where it belongs and turn yourself in. Damn it! This is the one job I can't turn tail on and toss out. The grave robber punctuates his parting words by smashing something on the ground. Light immediately floods Thunderbird's vision. A flash grenade. By the time Thunderbird's vision adjusts, the grave robber is long gone. Wow, you got juked by a fucking mob? Can't believe this. Seems he wasn't your average looter. Looks like I'll need some serious tracking gear then. Something about all this really bothers me though. I'll need to look into it a bit more. Thunderbird leaves the cave, a wobble still plaguing his steps. Lowering his eyes before the summer sun, he takes to the air. One fine summer day, a snack in the middle of vacation, students from all over gather on the campgrounds of an odd Tokyo mountain. This is where a jamboree took place. Ugh, damn it, nerd, you took me for a ride. Captain tripped my ass. I took you for nothing of the sort. Look around us. Are we not all at camp? Do you not see the tents? I even took the liberty of summing us up for the missionaries' fieldwork to help with our summer research project. You knew exactly what you were doing, man. Can't a guy be free from studying in the great outdoors at least? Free from studying? You wouldn't have gone done either way. I bet you haven't even cracked open a textbook all vacation. Of course not! Don't sound so proud, you dunce! Sweet! Doing schoolwork is one thing, but do we have to babysit too? Tango! Friend! Don't let it get to you. Think of what the fun we'll all have playing in the river. I'm an island boy. I've been in the salty sea more times than I can count. But a mountain river, now that's fresh. Yeah, Kingo! Hurry up and finish your homework so you can play with us. Yahoo! I'm sure you can handle some fieldwork at least. Anna and Robinson went off on an adventure of their own. They seem to be having fun. You like to keep up, right? And cut loose. Study hard and play hard. Ryota and I will be able to write a report based on this volunteer experience too. It's win-win-win. Isn't that right, Devil? Yeah, he's just going on like he's planned this out perfectly. Come on, partner. Say something. Talk some sense into him. I've got a different mission, you see. I do remember you mentioned that you had been asked to do something special when you joined us, like splitting from us after the prologue and having your own adventure. Some could say an adventure in a river during the summer. What's all the commotion over there? Is there some kind of event happening? Dance maybe, or... Arachne's here. A pleasure to meet you, loves. Arathon and company, dears. It's been too long. Welcome to the Supreme Fashion Designers Arachne's latest collection on display on the runway of the great outdoors. Hey, wait! Where'd that spotlight come from? I didn't see any fancy lighting equipment anywhere. Arachne, go get him, girl. It's been forever. How have you been, darling? Glad you're doing so well, Arathon, honey. So nice of you to show up and help out. Now, with the formalities out of the way, let's get right to it. What do you think of my latest swimsuit? There's no greater reaction than the reaction to the latest, to the most novel, you see. Summoners and Arachne, I thank you all for joining us today. Oh, hey gang. Arachne, how's it going? Enjoying camping out in the summer? Oh goodness, Maria and Roti, how lovely to see you. Just so you know, I'm ready to go at any time. Ready to go? Does that mean you're volunteering as well, Arachne? Oh, no. I'm not a volunteer for this fieldwork, but a supporter. Why, a single glance at the swimsuit should be enough to tell all. I'm here to monitor and observe my latest batch of swimsuits. Huh? Monitor them? So, the objective of this large-scale field operation does include product field testing. Arachne's Atelier and Kamata Tech have worked together to develop a variety of new fibers and textiles, many of which the tents and camp equipments are made with, including swimsuits, of course. Both establishments offered them to the campgrounds as prototypes. Oh yeah, we had some prototypes in Jamboree. Was there instant sauna or some shit like that from one of the crafters? I forgot to. Probably Takamanda, since that's his deal. Prototypes? Heck, I wouldn't look twice if I saw anything here in a store. That swimsuit Arachne's got on especially. You're telling me it's not finished yet? I appreciate the compliment, darling. Really, I do. Even in this, if this outfit boasts surface-level perfection, it's quite far from what I truly wish to convey with it. I wish to truly express myself and my vision to make this wonderful group shine even more. Yet, perhaps this worry is a reflection in itself. Such is the destiny of the mode I am beholden to. Now then, barrage me with your fiery critiques of my swimsuit. Well, fine, I guess. What's any of this got to do with my partner here? Well, I've asked my dear Arison to shoot some video footage for me to use in social media marketing. A wonderful CEO gave me some advice, you see. He told me that the latest research shows that relatable advertisements are best. Housamo having his verbal cameo. So I simply concluded that the video shots from Arison's phone would be far from effective than any professional's work. Far more effective. Oh, and do promise to post any shots of our idyllic summer frolicking under the hashtag SumoSnap hashtag, dear. Leave the recording to me. My stuff I'll be just as good as a pros. I just got trapped in. This is just like what happened with what's called the Good McCullough's event. I knew I made the right choice. It was you, honey. I can't wait to see the amazing footage you shoot. Oh, hey, Maria. Oh, and everyone else too. What are you talking about? Can I join in? Ah, Maria. Thanks for inviting me over. Tokyo's got way more natures than I thought. Oh, the pleasure's all mine. I hope you two enjoy yourselves on this slow trip. Now there's something I'd like to share. I see you're all gearing up to enjoy the mountains, but truth be told, it's not actually a part of Tokyo. It's a spot from another world, in fact, and might seem familiar to you two. Now, while it's not limited to mountains, there's been a certain phenomenon that's been observed in Tokyo ever since the walls went up around the city. World collisions, they call it. Parts of another world will just appear right here in Tokyo. This mountain we're all enjoying is even a result of that strange phenomenon. Though its manifestation is rather unstable, and it may well vanish in the blink of an eye. That's the thing that keeps happening to everything, right? Way to be self-aware. It happened so much I kind of forgot, but it is pretty weird, huh? Is that truly the kind of thing you'd want to get used to? Ah, world collisions, of course. The phenomenon of a transience of mental image being projected out onto Tokyo, yes. It's supposed to fade pretty quickly if the core transient isn't present, though. As knowledgeable as ever, Shiro. Now, while not everything is known about the phenomenon, we do have some ideas. Maria closed her throat before turning to the group and begins her explanation. There are a few theories as to why a part of another world can remain so long in ours. One popular one holds that it has to do with the amount of people who use the scenery as something of an emotional anchor. The amount? Think of vast, towering mountains, or a graceful river current. All sorts of folks from another world have held them as the pillars of their hearts since their time immemorial. So, when those beautiful, nostalgic sights pop up in Tokyo, how do you think otherworldly friends will feel? Well, I imagine the familiar sights would bring their hearts away from Tokyo and back home instead, no? Such a vision would invite nostalgia, reminiscence, and the like. Precisely, Arachne. Plenty will think back to visions of home. These little bits of faith gather up and keep the world collision going, keep it from fading away. So it's like a collective world collision, it's not caused by a single person. well, rather, it was initiated by a single person, but everyone having their base maintained by it will keep it up. That's interesting. I guess that makes sense based on the collisions lasting far longer, that they become an attraction, such as the case with Blackstone Hatsune Mountain. So, the visions of the other world in the hearts of the many come together to prop up the normally fragile scenery then. That's right. The scattered nature of the phenomenon is thought to explain accidents such as the scenery being a pastiche of many vistas, or unstable spots leading to other worlds. So while some world collisions are held up entirely on the backs of single transients, not all of them are. The fieldwork we're embarking on today is set up to deepen our knowledge of the phenomenon and help us guard ourselves from any interdimensional accidents that may come our way. How prudent. Oh yeah, you hear about people getting stranded and stuff all the time on the news during the long holidays like summer break. I can't count how many times I've heard of people talking about getting lost after a world up and collides on them. We've invited leading experts from a variety of fields, so I think you stand to learn a lot from this trip. Mind if I tag along? I could use some references for a rather robust disaster-ready rescue suit I've been dreaming up. New lore and old lore, yeah. Pretty much every single collision of world has been maintained by a single individual. But it is true that some collisions of worlds weren't like, you know, were just always existence and we never met their collision source, as there's a Black Snow Mountain. Hey, quit pretending to sleep, Kango. Like the mountains and waterfalls you always go to. Aren't those part of other worlds too? Oh my, look at the time. I've got to get back to the next meeting, so I'll see you all. Or later. The mountain running at smiles, the campground erupts with shouting. Transient in red shirt, stop right at this moment. You are ordered to cease your running. You're not catching me, damn it. Not after I've come this far. The transient being chased by the officers pulls something out of his pocket and tosses it behind him. What was that? A smoke bomb? That's some really shitty cough voice acting. I wasn't ready for that. It'll take far more than a cheap parlor trick to stop us. Oguchi Mogami, go! Roger, handler, sir. Is that Tajikato? Someone's coming through the smoke. The large Therian transient cuts through the smoke, lunging at the pursued. You are caught! This is a freaking dog? A Therian? Damn it! Eat this! He's back against the figurative wall. The transient tosses something from his backpack at his pursuer. The object slams into the pursuing transient's head in mid-lunge. As he stumbles back, the other officers follow like dominoes. Oh, Gucci Mogami! We face a formidable foe! You guys alright? Oh, the humanity. What's going on? Busy bodies and curious onlookers crowd around the officers, and the red-shirted transient is long gone. We fail to apprehend the suspect. Oh, Master Hogan is really going to give it to me now. Hold still, Mr. Tajikato. Your wounds are light. We'll finish dressing them right away. Tajikato lets out a mighty sigh as Maria and missionaries administer first aid. Tajikato looks pretty fine, but this poor guy here is totally laid out. Whoa! That's one big puppy! Oh, you didn't need to worry about him. He is every bit as robustly built as I am. He should be waking up at any moment, too. Hey! Hey! Officer! Are you well? Suspect detained! Perp caught! Give me a compliment, sir! A nice old gut punch! You have caught nothing of the sort, officer. Heavens, I can just feel tears of frustration coming on. So, what happened here? You don't seem like you just woke up. Hey, can I bet you? No petsies! Not now! Not when I'm on the clock! That hits the spot! Laura, you say? Could you tell us what's going on, Tachikado? Yes, ma'am. Allow me to explain. But first, as I believe some of us might not be acquainted, allow me to introduce myself as well as this big guy. I truly apologize for ruining your camping trip. My name is Tachikado of the Kyo Police Academy. This is my squad member from the Academy's Canine Department. I'm Oguchi Magami. Good to meet you. I was training with Magami upstream when we received an emergency report. Word that her leg from another world was in process of being dug up and stolen. Oh no, what do you say? So we entered the joint operation with the local officers to track down and pursue the suspect grave robber. Well, say, I do believe I've seen them on news. They're those grave robbers who go after rare otherworldly relics. Precisely who we believe to be at large on the premises. Many otherworldly relics have been dug up and stolen over the past few days, and... by Einstein! Oh, by Tesla! Who the heck is this? Is this Thunderbird? No way. Science be praised. There's Shiva, there's Tachikado, Thunderbird, Jugo, Arachne, Oguchi. I have no idea who this could be. None of them are like this. Tachikado's explanation is interrupted by a cry that rings throughout the campground. Is it Turing? Where did you all come from? Hands off the evidence. That's not for the public to... Ugh. Oh, these nerds. Dating by accretions and judging by the size of their canines. Oh, by the methods of empiricism and rationality. Such science! Who might you be? Would you happen to be the experts here to volunteer? Indeed we are. The museum's research team. Have you seen the skull? Oh my gosh, please stop double clicking. Let me tell you, this career of our business here has us beside ourselves as career relic researchers. The nerve of stealing something so rich in economic value. Oh, the indignity, I tell you. You seek the light of eons past, the wonders of a bygone reality. We seekers of treasure, we hunters of truth, are none other than... Say, what in the world is that anyway? It hit the poor police puppy square in the head, right? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is without question the skull of an ancient wolf, extinct eons ago. An ancient wolf? An extinct animal skull? What is it doing here? Mayhaps the collision brought another world's geological strata up to Tokyo's crust. World collisions disrupt even the flow of time, and that skull might just be a clue to unraveling the mechanism. I would ask that you donate it to our museum. I would just think of the more focused research we could. Well, you can't! That wolf is saying he wants to go home. Oguchi Magami? Get hold of yourself, Officer. What's gotten into you? Officer Tachikaro. Since I could hear that wolf's cry. I could feel it. When its skull collided with my noggin, I could feel its voice inside me. I'll be colliding with your skull later. Please, I'm begging you. Let me take him home. As a fellow wolf. Might be hard. Tachikaro furrows his thick brow at the sight of Oguchi Magami's desperation. That big old dog is telling the truth. I can just tell. I feel it. It's okay, right? We're just taking the skull back where it was. Since the police are involved, they confiscate and manage all involved materials, as per regulation. They'll probably give it back when the case is closed, but getting it back right now is a different story. Oh. I like the sound of this. Oh, how riveting, how romantic. A summer adventure in search of ancient ruins. Huh? This would make for a fantastic concert for next summer too. Oh, Harrison, honey, let's have at it. Yeah, let's get the skull home. I think girls got the right idea. Hold on. There are proper procedures and protocols to follow. At least wait for a forensic investigator too. Donation. Since this wasn't actually stolen, I think we should put it back to where it belongs. How about it? Let's keep it casual, Tajikaro. You probably should return it. Makumi, do you know where it goes? Makumi, I must ask, do you know where the skull originally was? I sure do. Ah, it's that way! Looks like it's downstream then. Didn't you all come from upstream? Well, you see, a low stability world collision is prone to shifting physical positioning and... mumble. Ah, that is a strong possibility. Thanks for this explanation. Not at all! Grumble. Oh, well, that's perfect. I just happen to have a nice little something from the crafters. Voila! A custom-made board I developed with Kamata Tech. Made with composite fiber and resin. It's light, tough, and perfect for any river. Yeah, I like the alchemists too, but they're being kind of geeky here. I mean, they are scientists, but like, you know, they're kind of leaning hard on the nerd trope that... So much so that I'm giving them the nerd voice, which I don't normally like giving. I'm sure men as strapping as those officers can easily hoist them up barehanded. I can just tell this summer is going to be a fun one. Come on, let's go on our adventure. Let's get this adventure started. Move out, team. Whoa, wait. Okay, so the story's got me. We're gonna return the skull to its burial. But we also need to capture the guy who has it. Let's move out. I'm with you, Arson. Hey, Makumi, you need permission too. Stay, Makumi, stay. And thus begins your adventure to return the ancient wolf skull to its rightful resting place. With no way of knowing, of course, of the wonders and dangers that await. Bum. Summer River Adventure, Otherworldly Raging River Ramble, re-release. The serene sounds of raging waterfall fills the air, accented by the sound of fists reversing in slow. It's Chiba. The air quakes. Something this way comes. So that's how this event starts with a skull. Well, you know, a lot of treasure-based events or stories begin with a skull. Like the Treasure of Skull Island, I believe that's one of the stories. Very well. Come, how about you? Know that not one devil of hell could vex my training. Alright, and episode 1, as you can see here, there's only one part of it, so let's do this. As for why I know how long it is, I just looked at the memories page, since I skipped through all the events last year. Mind as clear as still water is what all practitioners of martial arts seek. A heart, unwavering and unswerving. One that stands resolute as the raging waterfall crashes down upon one's head. The martial artist seeks this internal equilibrium in the face of any matter of bodily ordeal. Oh, it's Shugo. I thought it was Chiba again. Shiba. The youth trains, forging his body and mind so that he may resist the curse that binds his heart. How greatly and with such a single-minded focus does he desire that invisible heart, that internal strength to fight against his fate. He simply wishes to be strong. Shouts echo throughout the peaceful campground, and an uninvited guest brings with him an unexpected adventure. The ancient wolf skull from a far-off world slams into Gucci Amagami's head, letting out a cry only he can hear. He's pretty cute. Yeah, he's decent. With your Arthan expedition formed... That's unusual to see my name paired up like that. You begin your adventure to return the stolen relic to its rightful home. Yet none could have predicted just how grand of an adventure it would turn out to be. Summer River Adventure! Episode 1. What is the chance? Pursue the ancient wolf into the Tokyo depths. Hey, that's a fancy title. I wonder if they do that for all events now. I put all the supplies you'll need in this bag, Arthan. I never know what might happen in the Otherworld mountains, so be careful out there, okay? Squeak! 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 The devils crowd around Shiro as he hands you the supply pack, raising their arms to cheer you on. I can't believe you guys get to go off and have fun adventure a fun adventure, partner. That's no fair. Take me with you, damn it. Yeah, that's just no fair. You gotta take us with you too. I want to go down the river too. I'll be a good boy, so take me along for the ride. I hope that's not like vaguely racist of me to give him that kind of voice. I don't know how an islander from Kanaloa is supposed to sound, or where. He's not from Kanaloa. He's from the Banyan Island. I forget what it's called, but yeah, I have no idea how to voice him. Yeah, we want to go too. Come on, Arachne, you'll let us come along, right? Back after an adventure, and there's already another one brewing, huh? And I gotta say, Captain, you never really changed, huh? Goodness, we've drawn quite the crowd. I'm flattered you all want to help. I must truly apologize. There's a limit to the number of boats I have, I'm afraid, and we need an excuse to shorten the cast. There's simply no way I could accommodate all of you beautiful people. Trying to fit extra passengers on boat would increase the risk of accidents, and we did promise to help Maria's group. Let's split up then. I'll see you here with Kengo, Hanmon, Kijimuna, Agyo, Robinson, and the Devils, who bears no relevance to the story whatsoever. Overloading a boat is rather dangerous, so I agree with Shiro. Well, I guess there's no arguing with that. I'll leave the adventuring with you, Arthan. You're the one Arachne asked to do the filming and stuff anyway. Make sure to have some summer fun with us when you get back, okay? I guess that'd work out. Since we split into groups, let's just say I'm the captain of this one, alright? Hey, that's no fair, Robinson. No, I should be the leader. You're both just as bad, and it should be me. Have some more respect for your seniors, both of you. Hey, by the way, partner, call me if anything comes up. I'll be running here. Well, thanks for the send-off. I'll be sure to give you a call next time we need to clap some cheeks. Take care of the missionaries for me. You all take care too, Kengo. Well, we'll have ourselves an adventure on our own, so off with you. Have fun. We Kyo Police Academy students will lay our lives on the line to protect Arthan, so you needn't worry at all. I honestly appreciate the enthusiasm, dear, but do you intend to brave the rapids in full police gear, uniform and all? You must have some possessions on you you'd rather not get wet. The reality of my attire had completely escaped me. No need to worry though, not at all. Should worst come to worst, I can take it all off and bundle it on my head. A touch embarrassing, but an endurable shame to protect the people of the city. Alright, we all know you just want to take off your clothes. Oh, no. I beg you, could you not make a mockery of the very concept of fashion? I'm not one to deny the beautiful aesthetic of a gymnos, but the video is meant for public consumption and may be ruined. Though again, I appreciate the enthusiasm. Arachne does have a point. Thanks, I appreciate the protection. Gymnos, like in the buff? I want to see. Oh, Arthan, an excellent line for equality as usual. So how about we just drop the formalities? Woo! Officer Tajikaru, you're going to show off all that bond of yours. Sounds like I better step up and perform too. Woo! You can perform, right? Wait, Arthan, honey, you can't just pour gasoline on this fire like that. In any case, do try on some fashion appropriate for the occasion. Apologies, dears. This might tickle a bit. You just invented 2 new pieces of outfits just right now. I threw together a few off-the-shelf pieces I brought with me, of course. Did you honestly think your girl could be caught unawares in matters of fit? That's a bit much. Quick changing like it's a samurai film. Some suit in the blink of an eye. You know, I can vibe with this. This fits me like a second layer of skin. Job appropriate, yet simultaneously so liberating. Is that that's Arachne's line? Yeah, I didn't realize she had a symbol. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you like it so much, dear. Whenever you're in the market for some haute couture, you know who to turn to. Well, let's get going. Expedition team, move out. And start filming. Take care! Our destination is way downstream, and when it comes to guiding people places, I'm one of the best around. Leave it to me. Woof! It's time to finally start a summer adventure. Oh, I can just feel the inspiration waiting to strike. The wonderfully gentle breeze, the cool water currents, just perfect for summer. Are you sure you won't let others paddle, though? You can always trade with me if you get tired. No need to worry, ma'am. I assure you, Master Hogan hardly lets us Kyo cadets rest when it comes to training. Oof, oof. Already going out of your way to accommodate my wish. I can make you do the muscle work on top of that. It's so good, all good, Mahogany. Glad to have you on board, officers. I'm on paddle too. Oh, alright then. That's so cool. Please show me those boat paddling skills of yours later. I'll be paddling you later. You know, I hear that your dear police academy cadets have to attend practice on holidays and weekends too. How do you keep it together? Really wanted Tajikado out, but couldn't save any stones because of internet problems. Sucks. Yeah, I remember the last stream you were talking about stuff. Well, it must be said that our regulations are rather strict. One can obtain time off by filling out the proper forms. Right now, however, Okuchi, Makami, and myself have something of a shared fate. We are obligated to, well, spend our time off together as well. Goodness me. A shared fate? A destiny shouldered by two. It sounds like there's a reason for that beyond any mutual fondness. Well, my grades as a police dog aren't as high as they could be. So I sadly went and begged Officer Tajikaro to help me with my extra lessons this summer. Extra police dog lessons? These dogs have grades. What is the canine department anyway? Are you trained as peanut butter? The appearance of transients in Tokyo has led to the broadening of possible career paths, and schools have been developing new departments to accommodate them. Much like Tokyo Santa School has a reindeer department, our school has a canine department that trains students to be police dogs. Rare mention of the Tokyo Santa School department outside of a Santa event. Monetary and transients possess tremendously to tell as police dogs, and our academy is there to help. I guess, I wonder if Nobumichi is a part of that, because I know he wants to stress he's not a police dog, but rather a police officer dog. Though being a canine handler was not my initial goal, they needed students from outside the department to help them practice, and I was selected. Woof! They tell me I'm really catastrophically curious, even compared to other canine cadets. So the higher-ups set me as having trouble working with the other officers. They took my long holiday away until I could do something about my habit of running off wherever my nose took me. Well, you were rather firm about this wolf skull business, so I can see that. I can hardly fault you for following your curiosity. That's certainly a problem one can relate to. I, for one, find myself totally sympathizing. Speaking of the ancient wolf skull, you seemed rather stuck on it. Wait, is that her referencing her original thing? When she, like, what's called, tried to create or outdo the goddess Athena or whatever her face was. Speaking of the ancient wolf skull, you seem rather stuck on it. Is there something deeper going on? An excellent question. Whew. It has everything to do with this body of mine. Your body and not the skull? Precisely! My body itself is a sacred artifact that can appraise anything that hits it with enough force. That's why I learn things quicker when you beat him into my body rather than try and beat him into my head. Figuratively speaking, don't worry, I'll be beating into both parts of it. Body, sexual assault. So when that skull's crushed into my noggin, I could just feel how much it wanted to go home. Chajikaro responds with obvious consternation as Oguchi hugs the wolf skull to his chest in a loving embrace. Magami! How many times have I told you not to reveal the secrets of your sacred artifact willy-nilly? I'm so sorry, Officer Tajikaro. Oh, well, I suppose you have nothing to hide, so... No. We've been told not to. And that's final. The possibility exists that a malicious actor could take advantage of this information, so the leaking of classified secrets is strictly, absolutely forbidden. We got it right, Tajikaro. Let's see why he needs the extra work. Well, yeah, Tajikaro's on to talk. I've only revealed that which will cause no one trouble. I don't know about that. This is a perfect opportunity to put that boulder's fist of mine into my gut, Officer Tajikaro. I deserve it, and need to be taught a lesson. And how about joining in, Arthur? It would be a great way to introduce yourself, and we'd start off on the right foot. Hey, you could take both of us at the same time. You know how they always say, show, don't tell? Well, do is better. Come on, all over me. My gut's just aching for some instruction. Woof, woof. Well, if you say it like that, how can I resist? Magami! Stay, officer, stay! We're on a small boat. Come now, none of that. Oops. Why would you stamp up like that anyway? It's dangerous. The vessel might capsize. No, my dears. No such violence. We won't be able to post the video online. Say, is it just me, or is the boat moving faster? Huh? You notice that the boat is accelerating despite neither officer paddling. Goodness, you're right. Have we perhaps caught some fortunate currents? Rapids in our favor? Power bottom energy, trained by his entire facility. Wait, that sounds like water rumbling. Could it be? No. I wish not to hear it. I wish not to acknowledge the possibility. Not when what lies ahead is. A waterfall? Rapids? With the water roaring all around him, the youth listens only to what lies within. His body is motionless under the fall's battering cascade. He is. Something beneath his chilled skin begins to clamor and rise, and yet he remains still, unfeeling in body or mind. I can't allow myself to be rattled or lose my focus. That's exactly the step up he's waiting for. My mind must be as calm and clear as the still waters of an undisturbed spring. I'm not going to lose to him. I'm going to get stronger. Much stronger. He quietly ignites his will to fight, sending its heat through his veins and knocking away the frigidity that chills to the bone. However, right then... Ah! Rest in peace. Here we go. Boat to bed. Two boats come crashing... Oh, he's on boat too. Two boats come crashing down from above. Oh, right. Two boats fall on him? Never mind, he's fucking dead. Riding over the waterfall under which the youth meditates. Losing focus. Come on. Come down. Up, down. Damn it. What just happened? Is this a boat or something? He grabs the capsized boat before it can float away. The moment he does, several heads pop out of the water. What's a waterfall doing here of all places? Harrison, honey, are you alright? Goodness, that'll make for some wild footage. I swallowed so much water. Hey, are you okay? We should be asking you that. Don't tell me you got caught in the river and dumped down here. After wiping water from your face, you notice an unfamiliar individual is standing in the water nearby. Unfamiliar? We have never seen him until his variant. That's extremely sad. I'm fine. Fine enough. Sorry for scaring you. Oh, he's pretty hot. The youth respectfully offers you his large, muscular hand while returning your gaze. Wait, what am I doing? No, don't touch. Your fingers are just about to make contact when he suddenly staggers back as if stunned by a massive shock. Oh, I should be asking if you're okay. I didn't hurt you, did I? What the hell was that? The moment our fingers almost touched, I felt something pass through my body. And he's changed too. He was drumming up such a fuss earlier, begging to come out. But now he's calm? Shaking even. Oh, I think that shaking is coming from my own heart? After regaining his footing, the young man shakes his head and looks at you again. I'm fine, really. Are you all okay? Nobody's injured? No worries there! We're made of stern stuff. I almost drowned, but I'm right as rain. Forgive us. Our arrival must have been quite the surprise. We were all busy talking and didn't notice the waterfall. Really? Well, as long as you're not hurt. You look flushed, or maybe pale? Have you met Summer before? Come to think of it, we might have. It was from Golden Week. That was like literally the only interaction ever. There was no side interaction. That was literally the only interaction. Oh, let me introduce myself. Either way. The young man takes a deep breath, then looks up in your eyes as if he's about to challenge you to a fight. I am Jugo Kushinara, a disciple of the Gentle Way. I've been training under this waterfall to forge my mind, and... Wait, why am I telling you all this? The Gentle Way, huh? Oh! I get it. You study judo. Lots of folks back at Kyoto Police Academy have high-level belts in it too. The fruits of your training are undoubtedly most impressive. Why, you could hold your own against anyone in our academy as far as I know. Still have a ways to go. Besides, if we're not counting transients, there's way bigger guys than me out there. Just look at me. I'm a small time compared to that tough-looking transient over there. I've got a long, long way to go. Bringing humans to transients, huh? Feels like a poor comparison. Modest and indulgent. I really like that. What? No, I wasn't fishing for compliments. I was... random question, feel free to ask. The police respect gains, for sure. Sounds like the Kamada crafters. Sorry, I'm not angry at you. I'm just... angry at myself. I thank you for your concern, but I have to keep pushing myself. Hugo looks down at his bald fist while hesitating to respond. Suddenly, a voice interrupts his repose. I knew it. I knew it was you. You're always like this. Forsake life's dizzyingly high-spirited passions to seek out my own absolute limits. And yet, here you are. Yeah, if you guys don't remember, with Warmongers, Shiva was one of the few people who actually hated us. In fact, his hate of us was so intense, it was the moment he saw us, he went in like a mad frenzy to chase us and eat our ass out. Have you seen any characters in this game whose sacred artifact centers around the character's rage? I think Kagutsuchi. His, not really a rage per se, but more like whenever he gets heated up, his blood starts to go on fire or something like that. And that's why he tries to control his emotions. I don't really think anyone else really controls by emotions like that, since everyone is better trained. Why must you keep showing up like this? Arthur! It has been a long time since I voiced Chiba, but I will have the pleasure to voicing his anger. He appears, his body streaming as if from a hard workout. Who the hell is that? Shiva of the Warmongers. Blame the river, not me. Blinding white light, huh? Wait, you say? And just what is that supposed to mean, Arthur? Also, what is the meaning of your attire? With those exposed arms and legs? A swimsuit? Is that... a swimsuit? I see. You intend to mislead me, to tempt mine eyes, but to no end. I will not accept swimsuits under the excuse of summer. Does he speak the truth? Was I right to assume one should maintain one's modesty outside? Listen, I've got no idea what anyone's talking about, but I'm just going to agree with Officer Tajikaro. Woof. I cannot help but feel, dearest, that we've gotten catastrophically and astronomically off topic. Silence! Silence! All of you! You interrupt my training. Have I not made it abundantly clear that you have disturbed my meditations? Well, allow me to apologize for all the commotion. It was entirely due to our negligence, after all. We would have fallen down the waterfall, negligent or not. Shh! Stay! Megami, stay! Very well. I accept your apology. But know that it is not the only you of whom I speak. Nay, I speak of our rotted society at large. I really seem fit to use the season as a flimsy excuse to indulge in such baseness. Why do you think I raged so, Arthan? Why, earlier, when I went to your residence to visit, he was visiting us, you had already gone off to frolic with another? Well, I had decided to spend the summer away from the world's foolishness, proudly engaged in the solitary training of mind and body. Do you understand? Can you possibly understand the rage that courses through my veins? The indignation radiating from my mind? So, you're jealous. You want me to invite you too? And you're inviting me to join you? I had no such intention. To steel my heart against temptation at the end of my training. That is the path as one who seeks the truth. Yeah, he's jealous. Why then, Arthan, must one such as yourself, who causes my heart to waver, always appear on the path I tread? That I cannot stand. That I cannot take. A simple glimpse of your face is enough to throw my steeled heart into disarray. Hey, hold on a second. That kind of talk is going too far. What? Who are you? Jugo steps in front of Shiva as he is roaring at you in rage. I too have come to this waterfall in search of an unwavering heart, and from your stance I sense your prowess. Yet as a fellow practitioner of the martial arts, I can't stand it idly by and listen to the venom you're throwing at Arthan. I've only just met Arthan and I can't imagine what kind of relationship you have. But as a fellow seeker of martial arts mastery, I can't allow you to blame others for your inner turmoil and disrupted tranquility. Oh wait, Jugo. Shiva isn't someone you want to tick off. He's kind of OP in both his variant and his base kit. You're so cool, Jugo. So cool. I don't know myself why I'm so mad, but I just can't take what you said lying down. As a walker of the gentle path, I, Jugo Kushinada, challenge you to an honorable duel. You would stand before the mighty Shiva and be so bold as to request a fight. Very well. As a fellow martial artist, I shall accept your challenge. Hey, no fighting, you two. Really, against Shiva of all people. Don't fight over me, you two. Goodness me. I never thought I'd get to hear soap opera dialogue like that in person. Oh, what am I saying? I shouldn't encourage them. Though we did have a hand in causing this, we should stop them from fighting, honey. Don't interfere! You step into shop Shiva and Jugo as the two of them begin clashing together in rage. Will you be able to put an end to their duel? I probably should have taken a drink then. Guys, it's really hard to voice act all this time. Like, actually, it's like having a mini stroke when I voice act too much because my brain's running out of oxygen. All the air in my lungs, it's not going into my body, it's instead just going to vocalization. Summer River Adventure 2, Part 1. If you had a nickel for every Hindu destroyer deity that gets distracted by their crush, you would have two. Which isn't a luck, but it's weird that happened twice. That'll be Kalki. The fourth commentator? I don't even know what he is supposed to be. He's like some sort of reincarnation of one of the major three deities. After taking an unexpected plunge over a waterfall, you and your expedition team encounter a young man training in the pool below. His strangely fateful reaction to your outstretched hand is followed by the sudden appearance of another training monk who burns with rage. Is this also fate? Can you stop these warring warriors and calm their passions? Yeah, good times with Kelty. And how he was just like, no, I have a special quest for you, but it's for Shinya. Meanwhile, however... Why are we going with this story? It is time to start making the curry. It's fucking music. I thank you all again for agreeing to help out today. More experts are coming by, so let's make ourselves some curry everyone can enjoy. Yahoo! Ryota and the others enjoy with the kids and other participants, sharing an agreement. Gotta have curry if you're going out camping. I can't get enough of the stuff ever since the captain taught me about it. I'm right there with you, Robinson. There's nothing quite like the curry you make in a huge pot. Oh man, I should make some curry later. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so... Ugh. Oh, I agree, but... Hey, Maria, just way too many pots here. Well, Hati, therefore all the guests will be having. Seriously? But there's dozens of them. Just how many of these guests are going to chomp down? All the more reason why I need all of your help. Let's get to it then. There's plenty to do. Lady Maria, the teacher you called for has arrived. Lord Arsalan is receiving him back at headquarters, so please allow me to assume responsibility here. Thank you, Zabanya. Here, take these. Maria hands Zabanya a small kitchen knife and a few potatoes. Lady Maria, what might these be for? We're all in the middle of making curry, so do you think you could lend a hand? What? Yeah! It's Sabania! Come peel vegetables with us! Well, if you don't mind me helping, I would love to. Just don't burn anything. Well then, I'm terribly sorry for the wait. Valor. I am Maria from Daikanyama Academy. I am, Daikanyama Academy's Ioman missionaries, and I am in charge of today's events. As a representative of all who have chosen to volunteer today, allow me to welcome you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you all leave with some wonderful summer memories. We don't speak about virtual summer memories. Balor. You don't budge in the face of us burly warmongers, and you even wish us happy summer memories. You're really something. I've told you many times that Maria would not tremble before you and yours. And it would appear to me that the bet has ended my victory. Perhaps I'll have you help my instructors, help instruct my pupils when you have time. I seem to be surrounded by those who do not fear deaths of late. But a promise is a promise. I'll help you when I'm finished with my business. If you're wondering what brings us here, I'll simply say that our interests have aligned. The name Penitentiary Academy may seem intimidating, but we are still but a school in Tokyo. And like any school, we have exams and homework, academic obligations any student must face. We also, of course, have academic prisoners who fall behind and require supplementary instructions. Alright, I guess Balor is a teacher, not a student. We have been allowed to take part in today's proceedings to gain the credit we're missing, by the grace of Professor Balor, the Ayame Guild. And mates, salute Professor Maria. Professor? Why, you don't need to give me a title. We're all in this together. And remember, there's plenty of kids waiting for us who just can't wait to enjoy the great outdoors. Now, Balor, Now, Balor, I have to say, don't you think you're cutting it a bit too loose with your attire? Because here I thought letting it all hang out and being playful was my niche. Are you even capable of interacting with kids without scaring the daylights out of them? I'll have you know I'm quite the gentle demeanor when not dealing with warmongers. Also, I don't hate kids. If anything, I'm more the doting type. Speaking of kids, I know the summoners outside and have to wonder where my dear grandchild, where Arthur has gotten lost to. Ooh, rare Marduk appearance. Giant fish. Yes, it's for those who like that. Professor Butler, from what I have been told, Arthur went with a few of the others downstream. Is that so? I guess I'll have to wait to enjoy some quality time with my dear grandchild then. Oh, enough about that, Marduk. You listen here. I've made arrangements and pulled strings to get you that last credit of yours. You're a leader, even if only technically, so you don't want to know what'll happen if you fail your class. Talk about setting a bad example. Wait, Marduk is a student. Well, I guess that makes sense. A lot of the world representatives are students, not teachers. And don't even think about letting Mushusu gobble you up so you'll conveniently lose your memories. Got that? What are you talking about? I'm afraid I haven't gotten the slightest idea what you... So he does it willingly too. I tell you not to play dumb with me, but that dragon of yours eating your memories means you don't have a choice. What a pain. Hell, you even forgot that you had homework to do in the first place. That is definitely a quirky side of Marduk I didn't expect. My fellow king appears to be truly going the extra mile as a teacher. Yet, gobbled up? Memories? What is he speaking of? Remember, Marduk is a first year, right? So, for those that don't remember, Marduk's thing is he's eaten up by Mushusu, his dragon, and is completely reborn, but also resets his memories as a result. Now that I think about it, I believe I saw some writing in my notebook. I don't remember leaving. Perhaps those were the results of my summer research project. Results my ass. If you forgot them along with the rest of it, then there is no point. This is why you're an eternal freshman. The fuck is this? So keep a real good eye on your gourmand of a dragon to make sure he doesn't eat everything in sight this time. Understood? I can't say I understand, but you have my word, and worry not. For I have delicious curry. I hear delicious curry awaits us for lunch. Mushusu has simply been beside himself since. Mushusu? It's wartime. Last, everyone, get down. What is happening? Dragons, going wild. Everyone, follow orders. A flight of wyverns suddenly passes overhead, screeching loudly. I don't know, I'd skip that. Mushusu! Hold! Mushusu! Wait! Mushusu! Answering their oars, Marduk's mount, Mushusu takes to the air. And then he being called by the dragon mage or something. Shiva's a powerful blow spanning the past, present, and future. Neither you nor Jugo can land a blow beyond. Weak! Weaker than a branch made brittle for want of water. Well trained for a human, yes, but that is all you are. What in the world is going on? I can see enough to make out chest, waist, and hip measurements on those three fighters. That's about it. This is madness! The ground is cracked, trees have fallen, and the waterfall is falling upward! Oh, that's probably what's called Shiva's powers with regards to the past, present, and future to rewind it. You shouldn't fight or destroy nature. It's up to all of us to get along and protect the environment. Woof! Yet you haven't brought out your sacred artifact yet. Do I take that to mean you don't have one? Huh? Jugo? An app user with no artifact. A transient summoner, huh? If you don't remember, what's called, normally we're the exception as the protagonist, but normally people with the app can either be a sacred artifact holder or a summoner, not both. There are precious few Tokyo natives who have been granted sacred artifacts appropriate for combat. Those without make contracts with transients for app battles. summoning them to fight in their stead. Without a sacred artifact that bears a rule, the thought of taking part in battle is nonsensical. So why, I must ask, do you seek to fight with naught but your own body? What madness goes through your mind? I do it because I have to. There's no point if I don't fight on my own. Pride, you say? Let me see then how long you can cling to it. His punches are so deliberate, yet so wild. Is this the level of transience are on? Where humans can't reach? Oh, damn it, Jugo! Don't give up! I can't turn the towel here. I've gotta be strong! Jugo snatches an edge of Shiva's clothing in his outstretched hand. You managed to touch me! For a brief moment, Jugo grasps the chance for a counterattack, but Shiva immediately brushes him off. Power of 5-star versus 4-star. Jugo! Shiva tosses him away. Though likely a mere fluke, I laud you for meeting my... Not now! Stay in! Damn you! With a look of anguish, Jugo abruptly doubles over as if attempting to contain something within himself. His suffering is made even more unsettling by the unexpected sound of roaring wyverns echoing off the mountains in the distance. They come in. Stay in? Get back. I'll take over. What? No! I can't let you handle this. Absolutely not! Your little conflicts aside, I shall end this with my next blow. Train a little more before you decide to face me again. A pillar of water shoots up from where Shiva had been standing, and a moment later, his fierce kick comes tearing through with the water straight at Jugo. However, Magami, I won't let you! In the land of Asuka, they express wondrous awe at this body of mine. Ferocious conjunction! Oguchi Magami leaps forward, pulling off his uniform. The pattern carved into his bare torso begins to faintly glow. A cursed laden strike if I ever felt one. What? You took my strike, and yet you still stand? In reality, I'm pretty sure Oguchi would take massive damage from that, but... Because he'll be, like, stealing his all range, so it'll be, like, a full blow damage. Shiva's powerful kick lands squarely in Oguchi Magami's gut, and the force of it sends waves rippling across the water surface. Is Jugo attracting the wyverns? Oh, quite possibly, actually, since he's snake guy. Both lose their balance and fall backwards into the water. The ensuing silence is soon broken, however. Seriously, that's what this was all about? That fierce kick told me everything I needed to know. Shiva, you were happy, weren't you? What? Did you? The glow of Oguchi Magami's torso markings gradually fades, as if absorbing something into his body before finally dying out. What do you mean, officer? Oguchi Magami, I would have an explanation. It's kind of hard to explain, but I definitely felt happiness under his rage from that kick just now. And the rage is actually anger you feel towards your own underlying emotions. I felt that way before. Back when I was the guardian of my hometown of Takamagahara. Oh gosh, I'm just so glad we could, relate like this. Oguchi Magami innocently laughs at the sight of Shiva's astonishment, and the echoes from that laughter slowly fade into the hot summer sky. You're happy to see me, Shiva? Do not presume to speak as though you know the inner workings of my heart. I have no intention of blathering on about my soul. Yet I have no objections to calling it bravery when you recklessly challenged me to single combat. That is all I will say. You may interpret the rest as you wish. Shiva avoids your gaze while offering you no further indication of his agreement or denial. Oh, goodness me. So that's what dear Magami had up his metaphorical sleeve. A sacred artifact that reads what smashes into him, huh? I'll make him read all about me. While the rest of you are discussing Magami, Jugo stands glumly with his hands tightly balled into fists. Denied a proper conclusion to his battle. Rip. I don't even know what episode we're on right now. We're already in episode 2, part 2. It's kind of soon for that. Normally, it would last for 30 minutes, so I'm surprised it only took 10. But yeah, we're finishing off with this episode 2, part 2 for today. Then we'll take a break tomorrow briefly for the discussion, and then we'll continue the day after. Summer River Adventure! Episode 2, The Marvel of the Terrifying River Snakes. Your group resumes your adventure downstream, once again riding calm currents. Another boat has joined the fleet, however. Just cuz. Are you really sure you're okay with me tagging along? Oof, definitely! There's been reports of a group of real suspicious characters around here. And as a canine officer of the law, I can't allow you to wander all around alone and put yourself in danger. Reasonable. Danger. About that. See, with me around, the real danger. Hope we're not messing up your training. Really, I love having you around. You're a huge help to have on board. You know, I don't mind hearing that. My training was going nowhere, and it just so happened I'd rented a boat. And to be honest, I feel like being around you guys instead of the waterfall is going to give me the breakthrough I needed. You mind taking me with you? I'll make it up to you, really. I can carry whatever you want me to. An ancient wolf skull. Returning it to where it belongs sounds like it'll be pretty tough. I'll say. Not to mention, falling down a waterfall at the start of the journey serves as a rather ill portent. What was that transition? Kinda liked it. I can hardly believe this is what you've gotten yourself into the moment I take my eyes off you. How am I to focus on perfecting my mind and body when you're getting into such trouble? Shiva, who has been standing upright at the bow of Jugo's boat, mutters disgustedly and shakes his head several times in defeat. How long are you planning to stick around, Shiva? Don't you have training to get back to? I do not take orders from you, novice. I act as my heart dictates. Yeah, but it's hard to see with you reenacting Titanic up there. Can you at least sit down? No. Shiva! Infighting is detrimental to both public order and group morale. Have you not become friends? Why the constant prodding? My handler's right. What was a minute ago? Friends right now. The stuff's of stories. You guys should rejoice. Drivel and nonsense. All of it. You for coming along, Shiva. Trying to get along with Jugo, okay? Still playing tough guy, huh? Shiva, I'm the king of the world. He certainly acts like it. Say what to you all, but know that I only seek to own mine own strength. Yet, you, novice, your name is Jugo, was it not? I recognize that you are indeed courageous and challenging someone of my power and mettle. Mere human that you are. Yet you would be a fool to think you could deceive mine eyes. I know you hide something within that mortal form. What? Where did that come from? When my fist struck your sinew, I felt some form of inexplicable power. Why did he forgo its use? Did he presume to mock me, to judge me unworthy? Or perhaps... Don't say another word. This thing, it isn't a power. It isn't even close. Jugo shouts back, and his expression consists of equal parts of rage and pain. I'm going to get stronger on my own terms. That's all. Anything else, and there's no point. Intriguing. There is, it seems, no end to the surprises you hold for me. I see. That power, then, is something you do not desire. Very well, I shall cast aside my disappointment. Allow me to grant you a warning. Misjudge not your own ability, nor that of those you seek to challenge. If you wish not to be devoured by those powerful individuals who are drawn to what you hide, that is. I don't care how strong of a transient you are. The way you talk annoys me to no end. Is that you who said that? Okay. Watching those two clash had me worried at first, but it looks like they complement one another rather well. Wouldn't you say? No, we don't! Goodness, well, my apologies then. Oh, gosh, I suppose it's all rather complicated. This is the kind of thing that no one wants to admit at first. Still, I'm glad to see that the situation has been neutralized. They might be half at each other's throats, but you don't get that kind of retort synergy without some chemistry. They did say it simultaneously. A few moments passed in silence, colored only by the sounds of calm water and a light breeze, until Oguchi Amalgames asks an innocent question. Hey, Arthur. I was curious about something. I see your connection to Jugo, but... what's your relationship with Shiba? Remember the rival? A pal? You can't get rid of each other. Well, he's probably into me. Silence, you! Only a fool would think one such as myself would harbor such base emotions such as love. Ugh. Why are you getting this shook after acting that smug? You know what? I get it. I see what you're about. I like when events pair characters like this. It's the best part. Yeah, you know, as good as the story and the plot is, it's the ones that move the plot forward are the characters, and it's always great when the characters interact with each other, because that's usually when conflict either arises or is resolved. So the better the chemistry, the better. You're messing with Arthur because you can't be honest about how you feel, huh? That's it, isn't it? That I cannot quietly let slide. How much of my life do you think I have devoted to painful training and self-denial? It must be said, Jugo, that you seem awfully prone to taking Arthur's side for someone so recently acquainted. But you are of the world with all its base emotions and desires. Have you fallen for Arthur at first sight, then? And thus the harem grows. Is that true, Jugo? Wow, I'd love that. Jugo freezes in response to what Shiba and you say. Suddenly. What's with this dramatic text popping out like that? Damn it! I'm gonna drop my card. Calm down, you! Jugo turns pale and falls to the ground with a scream, and the sky darkens momentarily as if reacting to his pain. An unsettling bruise wraps itself around his sick, bare arm, like a snake strangling the limb. What in the world is going on? Wyverns! A flock of wyverns approaching from above! I'm surprised to be certain, but look at this poor dear Jugo. What has happened to you? Hey, does your tummy hurt perhaps? Well, don't worry. I'll give you a nice belly rub. Hold. Something approaches. Wyverns fill the sky, circling overhead. A particularly large individual emerges from the glen and charges the group. This is Mushusu, but I have no idea how his voice is. He's never voiced, so... Heavens! What a glass-shattering skreek! Things are happening so quickly I can hardly keep up. Hostile at 12 o'clock. It's set to make a head-on collision. Yeah! Now that's what I'd call a solid catch. This is unexpected. The transient riding the great wyvern laughs, fishing rod in hand. From its fixed angle is the bag that carries the skull. Could they be the group of grave robbers that the report spoke of? We must act at once! Sorry, I was not voicing it properly. Ah! Oh, let's go, we're escorting. Give that back. Please, give it back! I don't know how to voice dog voices. Why, that's Marduk's dragon mount, Mushusu. What's it doing with such an uncouth crowd? That went way better than expected. Glad this Mush or Mash or whatever beast happened to show up with all its wyvern palace. A couple old bosses' homemade super scientific subservience dumplings. Subdumps for short. Had them eaten out the palm of our hands. Easy. Subdumps, huh? Well... Sorry, I was just thinking Oguchi might be a subdump himself. Yeah, what he said. The bag's in better hands now. See you later, coppers. Yeah. All right there, villains. Okay, it's not me who's skipping this. It keeps on skipping the text by itself. Oh, Jugo, honey, hold it together. Goodness, what's with this dragon-like mark appearing in your body? Looking like a great serpent, the mark thrashes about while Jugo goes desperately to hold it back. However... No, it's too... Everyone, hold on tight to your boats. Jugo touches his marked arm to the water, and its surface begins to glow with an ominously bright light. A moment later. Oh, what is going on? The river current is turning against us. The calmly flowing river suddenly begins to rise in rage, sloshing about as if it had turned into a massive snake. Whoa, whoa. What the hell's gotten into you, Moosh whatever? Why won't you listen to it anymore? Need dumplings or something? Hey, the other wyvern's acting all weird. Hold on to that package real tight, and don't even think about dropping it. As if asserting its presence to the circling wyverns, the raging river unleashes a towering pillar of water that engulfs the expedition. How is this happening? Our boat is taking to the air! Jugo, this was what was kept hidden in that mortal form of yours. Don't talk to me right now, Shiva. Let's take everything and got to hold him back. We could use this. We might reach Mushusu. Try not to get thrown off. Don't be ridiculous, Earthen. This is no mere phenomenon of nature. This space was already unstable from the world collision, and now some other faith is attempting to overwrite this. Those dragons were likely drawn to Jugo's powers. Yet what remains of... what manner of faith could it be that can consume even draconic servants? The stream attempts to take to the air as a great serpent, and the group ascends on its back. What the hell is going on here? The river's coming up at us like a big damn snake. Stay away! Away with you! Wyverns! Chase them off! After chomping on the mind-controlling subdumps thrown into the air, the wyvern's eyes shift hues and then they charge the group. Wait. Okay, well, more likely than not, the ones who contracted these mobsters to go grave digging are the alchemists or the science group. Because, you know, if you think about it, they have the exact same motivation to get the skull themselves. So... And they seem very... what's it called? Opposed to returning it. So it's more likely than not that these mobs are working together for the same ends. A flight boat and attacking dragons. This is the sort of chaos you'd see 30 minutes before a deadline. This is a chance to counter too. If you can climb onto those wyverns, we just might be able to reach the grave robbers. Giving up the boat? We can do no such thing. How do you intend to fight in mid-air? I have no interest in this relic business, but this could prove interesting training. Alright, I think we did fight Shiva mid-air before. With our paraclick gravity. Arthan and Jugo, follow me! I shall treat you to a special lesson. Lesson? Do you have any idea what kind of situation we're? Let's get that relic back. Try not to fall off, Shiva. I don't have it in me to take notes. Let's be off. Do not take your eyes off me for an instant. Or Rouge, or Rogue. The creepy panda alchemist wasn't there. That's true. I mean, a cute panda, but you know, the world one wasn't there either, as well as the Valiant one. AKA the giraffe and the... What was? I forgot who's the Valiant one. A rhino, I think, yeah. Shiva leaps up high from the boat's bow, unleashing a sharp kick that grazes Mushusu's wings and slams it into the robber's hands. Crap! Turn, Mush! Turn! We gotta get back pronto. You gotta get the bag back pronto. It's gone flying! Ah! Someone! Anyone, catch that bag! Freed from the robber's hands, the bag sails through the air. You leap up and reach out for it. Got the bag! Package secure. Come on! Oh, no! Arthan, honey, that was madness! If you fall through the rapids! Damn it all! Be gone, Mizuchi! Away with you! Arthan! Yugo's cries are swallowed by the roaring river rapids as they grow even more fierce, defying nature while ripping up nearby trees. The river is becoming more violent. This is worse than a speeding patrol car on a winding mountain road. Such power. It is as though the river has truly turned into an enraged dragon. Oh, it's going to crash. No getting out of this one. You shut your eyes in anticipation of the worst. Just then, the sound of powerful wings flapping can be heard as you're caught by a pair of burly arms. Hey, Thunderbird. I was thinking about, like, who else was missing from here. Don't put yourself at risk like that, baby. Now, hold on to your consciousness real tight. So fluffy. Is that a bird? A plane! You turn to look at your rescuer, but bright sunshine behind them hides their face in the shadows. Safe, are you, Arthan? Your miserable luck is as powerful as ever, but we are not out of the woods yet. Shiva's mind races as he kicks down the wyverns that come after you. This Mizuchi being called the wyverns turned to the river, most likely in an effort to gather some kind of faith around it. If this water dragon is intent on manifesting itself with that face, I need only strike it with a greater, more powerful faith of my own. Shiva leaps up from wyvern to wyvern, drawing close while the river, now a great serpent, raises its head. Shiva, what are you? Don't drop your guard. He's got more heads than he's showing. Worry not, Jugo, or I will show you one of the legends that is carved into the faith of Shiva. Back home, I wouldn't stop the great river Ganga with my forehead. In the face of such a legend, this puddle is nothing. Shiva leaps high into the sky from the wyvern's back, lunging towards the serpent's head like an arrow in flight. You've got this! Gloria! The moment Shiva's forehead touches the raging water, the entire area is engulfed in the bright light. Did I miss the deadline? Oh, goodness me. Seems I blacked out there for a second. Arthur, honey, is everyone all right? I'm fine. Officer Tachikaru, please open your eyes! The sun, it's so Wait, we're alive? Arthur, are you unharmed? Somehow. But I got some great footage. As everyone's vision begins to recover, they all stand relieved to see that their surroundings have calmed down. Oh, Arthur, thank goodness you're alright. So happy. Oh, stop skipping, please. I could... Oh, officer! No lickies on the job. No, you can, like, lower. What's up, Peanut Butter? Isn't that Shiba and Jugo? You follow Tachikaru's fingers and spot Shiba and Jugo popping their heads out of the water. Shiba, sorry. You were a fellow seeker of martial art perfection, Jugo. Weakness is not something you can show so easily. I've been given a glimpse of the cursed power you bear. You choose to keep it sealed within yourself, or perhaps you're forced to. Either way, I shall hold no pity for you. You are a fellow walker of the path, and I will not insult you so. Shiva. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna get stronger. Like hell I'll let him win. That's why I've got to improve. Sun peeking through the trees illuminates the true warriors, and the glittering water decorates their momentary respite. That would make for a great equip. But instead we have a Shiva manhandling Jugo. Looks like you're all doing well. The world's collision stable, so let's take a moment to get our bearings. Your group turns to face the mysterious voice with their guards up. Whoa. Easy there. I'm not some villain. I want that relic back in some as much as you do. That's right. I'm a true blue hero right here in the flesh. Alright, that's episode 2, and it's the last part for today. Let's go ahead and return to the guild. Wrong! That is it for today's episode of Summer River Adventure. Raging, Rapid, Otherworldly River. Yeah. One of these days I'll remember the subtitle. But it's short because honestly we're only 2 parts in, or the second episode in, and it's not even 2 hours in, so I can expect this being just a short and sweet adventure, 3-minute adventure, just like Rick and Morty. It's very condensed, the story, and it seems I was surprised because usually there's at least some side feature of these characters, and we're not going to be counting, the Curry group on the side. The only reason that they showed up Allure and all that was just to have an excuse to bring up Mushusu and how Marduk lost track of him. So, yeah, that's not a real sub-story, that's just a whatever, setting up. The real story is perfectly condensed to just the main group, which is a bit surprising. There's usually a bit more cast than that, but it's nice and cozy, and I like the chemistry they have between Shiva and Jugo. It's well, so far Arachne's been kind of just like a spectator, which is a bit surprising and dull. I kind of want her to play a larger role, but then again, it's just the first episode, so as per tradition, they'll maybe possibly do more exploration of every other character since then. But, this episode already covered 2 characters at the same time, which is a bit different. Yo, Joe, welcome. And also a bit late, but we're closing out. But yeah, yo, Wookie, nice to see you. But yeah, this strong start, no bullshit business, lots of adventure, hijinks, and it's fun. It's not a dumb thing like Seaside it was. There's like a semblance of a proper story that's connecting everything. But it's also not a superly serious one because, the mobs do seem like, villains of the week and all that, controlling them through brainwashing sums or whatever they're called, sub chumps. I can't remember. But yeah, it's so far we'll just need to see in the next episode Thunderbird's exploration character because he did just show up, it seems he was tracing down these grave robbers before those even stolen in the first place. Since that happened, he might be able to know where the exact location of the grave is to return that skull, although we haven't actually... Did we obtain the skull? I think we did. I'm not sure if it's still secure in our hands since we did fall down from a giant river snake dumpling, something like that, yeah. And we still need to explore Arachne, as said, and Oguchi Magami, of course, is the main character. He seems to have some familiarity with the wolf skull. Maybe we'll see the collision of world happening take full effect with Takamagahara, because there is that one new background that came out and we still haven't seen it yet in the story. But yeah, my best guess is that's likely the location of where they need to return the skull. And I still wish Arachne had a better role because she's just been kind of being the MC of this event. Anyway, that's it. I'm going in circles now. So look forward to tomorrow's stream, which is going to be not part 2 of this. It's going to be a bit earlier, 3 p.m. There is going to be a discussion for the new content. So there's going to be the discussion for the equips, as well as the evolutions, 3 evolutions from this batch, as well as 3 evolutions from the last batches we didn't cover last time, aka the seaside trash banner. So look forward to that. And it's probably gonna be a very short discussion because it's like half of it's just ARs and the other half is like not super detailed to talk about in the first place. Honestly, I still need to figure out who's joining the discussion because it seems a lot of the people in my normal discussion group is very reluctant to actually join that. So we'll just have to see who, if anyone wants to join. I think I've got one person secured, Housamo. But yeah. And that's all for now, cuties. Catch you next time.